Yeah, so it's all about vanilla, those vanilla beans, which are a fruit.
Nigel, Cecil, limelight and salt.
Hello, Chakabatis. You never quite know the moment. Doing that last video, a lady was sitting in the corner. I couldn't see her, hiding in the pool. Is that all right, Hilary? Yes. And we're going to welcome Sylvia, because when you do a little bit of a chat, others come up and say hello. And it's always wonderful to have the experience of meeting someone new. Sylvia has already said to me, please excuse my French accent. Please excuse your French accent, mademoiselle. Ah, enchanté.
Enchanté.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Very well.
Good. So
Very
we're
well.
all right.
As we say in Morocco, kul shimzien, alhamdulillah.
Okay. Now, we're going to be talking about food, cookery, and a special, well, something very special. I know about it in England because their particular tea we drink. And it's so relaxing. And when it comes to ice cream, it's my favorite. But here in Marrakech, Morocco, there's a different story. And Sylvia, please tell us.
Yeah, so it's all about vanilla, those vanilla beans, which are a fruit coming from an orchid.
Now, I never realized, actually. I
You
have to
never
confess,
realized
it
that?
was a fruit. I never realized.
Yeah, vanilla is actually, before being a spice,
Yeah.
it's a fruit.
Oh,
And it's growing out of the flower of the orchid,
right.
which we pollinize handily, or it can be
You
done
have-
by
yeah,
bee
yeah,
or naturally. And then the pod, like the green bean, start to grow.
Yeah.
It takes 9 months for the bean to be fully mature.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cure it to obtain this brown
So where are you
vanilla
actually
bean.
growing this? Which part of the world is it then?
All around the equator line.
Right, right.
So
So it
you-
needs a good temperature.
Yeah, exactly. It needs tropical weather. And so you have a gap in all along the equator line. I think it's about maybe 1,000 kilometers south and north from the equator. And then you can grow vanilla. So it grows basically
So how come you've
in
ended
all
up in
continents.
Morocco then? Why are you in Morocco?
Because of the food. Because I love Morocco. It's a beautiful country.
Look that way a bit, because the camera can't move. Then we
And
can.
what I love most about Morocco is, of course, the culture and the food. Because I'm French and I'm completely mad about food. I love eating good food. And I know Morocco since a while. Now, my son father is actually from Morocco. So this is how I get to know about Morocco.
I hold this up. No,
And I realized that in Morocco, despite the vanilla grow quite close to Morocco, I mean, it grows in Uganda, Tanzania. Morocco doesn't know about vanilla, or Morocco does know only the synthetic extract, which is not from the fruit, which is just a lab replicate of the
so I've mentioned
taste
tea.
of the vanilla.
I've mentioned vanilla.
Yeah.
What other things do you use it for then? What sort of cooking do you use it in?
Well, every kind. For instance, I make fish broth with vanilla. You know, for people who don't like the freshness of the fish, for instance, that is excellent. That completely cut the freshness of the fish. That brings more sweet and complex aroma. And that really enhances this kind of recipe. It's also very good with game meat, you know, like sanglier, le cerf, chevreuil. It's also very good with lamb.
We'll put your email address on the screen if anybody
course.
wants to get in touch.
Of
And
course.
what are your next adventures for Vanilla Pods then?
My next adventure, actually, I want to introduce the fruit of vanilla here in Morocco and make it possible for Morocco to receive it directly from Uganda, from Tanzania, from Mozambique, from Africa, without having to order to Emirates or to Europe, because then they pay it a very high price, which does not even profit the farmer, the producer of the
So
vanilla.
you kindly presented me with this. You said I can keep it. So when I go
This
back
is
to
your gift.
thank
Yeah,
you.
enjoy it.
So when I go back to England very shortly, what do you suggest I use it for? What can I do? A novice chef, what do you suggest I use it for?
Well, I don't. Well, if I take the traditional recipe from UK, I guess in the pudding, for instance, you would love it. That would be a perfect match. But then I advise you really to try in salty recipe.
Okay.
So I don't know what are the
Well,
traditional.
we'll have some fun, Sylvia.
Yeah,
It's been
you-
wonderful meeting you.
You have 7 of them. So you have 1 week of vanilla. And I suggest every day you try a traditional recipe from yours and you introduce vanilla in it.
Well-
You know how to cook it, right?
Well,
Or-
I'll have a chat with you afterwards. Hillary,
Yeah.
you know what, Hillary, my friend there, you know what you've got to cook with now, don't you, Hillary? So thank you very much, Mademoiselle.
You're welcome.
Enchante. We'll put all the details on the screen, and I hope you've enjoyed this little Nigel Cecil video with a
Yeah,
different
that was
Mademoiselle.
really improvised.
Thank you.
But I'm
Mademoiselle Enchante.
very
Thank
happy
you.
to
And good
meet
fortune
you.
to everybody. As we always say, lime light and salt. That's our slogan, discovering new things. The things we enjoy, preserve with salt and shine
Yeah.
a limelight on. Because in the stage, of course, it's the limelight that shines down on us all. So, limelight
nice.
and salt with your vanilla pods.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Nigel, Cecil, limelight and salt.